Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would literally just put some makeup on my face and we could chat. These are my favourite videos to watch and film. So I've got my crispy Coke Zero here and the ice has been slowly melting while I've been procrastinating making this video. We'll talk about that in a second, but we could just chat about normal things, kind of like a reintroducing myself, but not that deep. Just want to chat to you guys, and I love filming these sit down videos and I want to kind of make it as cozy as I can because autumn, winter is here. It's officially the second day of autumn when I'm filming this and I was really here for it, but today I've been bloody freezing all day and now I'm not so sure that I'm ready for the cold. But makeup is literally one of my favourite things to do. So also, can you see, I'm not going to pick it up actually because it's melted, but it's like a wax melt and it's got like orange pumpkins on it. I don't even know if you can see that, but that's my first autumn purchase. Actually no, my dressing gown was my first autumn purchase, but I've never really been much of a decorator for the seasons. I would buy like one or two things if I see it in a shop and it's cute, but this year I might actually do a little bit of autumn decorating, maybe a little bit of a home shop. Let me know if you want to see that. Like a home sense shop. I think I've got a voucher to spend in home sense as well actually. Like a TK Maxx or home sense shop, and yeah, just to see if I kind of get anything. But yeah, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a good week so far, depending on when you watch this video. I just thought we could chat and kind of get to know each other a bit more. Like I've said before, I feel like YouTube is the place to be for kind of connecting. I find it so hard on the other apps to connect because I feel like nobody's here for long enough, whereas YouTube, if you're sat here watching this video, then I'm happy that you're here, I'm grateful that you're here, and let's do some makeup together. And maybe you could even do some makeup while I'm doing makeup. And I'll be like, we're on FaceTime. I don't think for this video I'm going to talk through the products. I just kind of want to chat about normal things and life. Don't really have a structure for this video, so it's kind of all over the place. That is just me. I'm all over the place, so welcome to my life. Really annoying that I can't put music on in the background as well because I was going to get copyrighted. I keep getting copyrighted at the moment, even though I have licenses for stuff. YouTube keeps copyrighting me and I keep having to, what's the word, like, appeal it. First thing I'm going to say though is this MCO Beauty tinted serum. I'm sure that everybody is sick of me talking about this, but it is just bloody gorgeous. Oh, it's been so long since I've done like a full face as well. So we're going to do that, and I am going to mix together two foundations. Got my crusty dusty makeup bag. I'm going to mix in a touch of my Technic foundation. Please don't go on my tracksuit. This is a risky business. But yeah, we're gonna go for the coverage today. Anyway, the first thing, why do I feel nervous to talk about this? I think biggest thing I'm gonna say when I start this video, which don't want to make myself too vulnerable because being on the internet vulnerable is just never the way to go. I've learned that the hard way. But that's kind of what I want to do. I want to open up a little bit more, which feels scary. I feel like I'm nervous to kind of give my opinion, and I think I've been struggling a lot with the anxiety around like social media at the moment. And again, without getting really deep, I just feel like I love social media. I literally adore it. I love posting, I love consuming content, but it can be quite a toxic place. I don't know if you agree. And it can have you kind of second guessing yourself. Even if you don't post on socials, I think social media can have you kind of second guessing your whole life and what you're doing and whether you're good enough or whatever. Like literally I feel like it can have you second guessing everything, and that's why I think it's so important to be careful of how much you're consuming, especially if you post content, because my girls who post content will know you get all up in your feels if you consume other people's content way too much. I don't think I'm the only one with that. But yeah, that's the first thing I would say, is that I'm struggling a little bit with the anxiety of posting, how much I'm kind of sharing about myself and my life, just because I've had some not very nice situations in the recent past, if that's the words, if that even makes sense. But I just am mindful of what I put out, how I come across. But I feel like YouTube is such a safe space and it's such a lovely place for people who just like care about each other and kind of want to see how other people are doing, how other people live their lives. And also just like if you're nosy or you're bored and you just want to watch a video, like I just love YouTube for that. So that's why we're over here, and I'm going to put more time and effort into YouTube, into you guys, into building this community, because it's really important to me. And like anything in life, it's so easy, you just put it off and you're like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. Oh my god, the classic, I will do that tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. If every day you say, I'll do that tomorrow, tomorrow never comes because you're just putting it off. So if you're also like me and in a similar situation with literally anything in your life, just make sure that you're not putting it off and putting it off, because life is happening right now to us, whether we're here, whether we're living in it, whether we're present or not, it's happening to us right now. God, we got deep. I knew this was gonna get deep. I'm such like a deep person. I struggle to be like surface level. I would say that's one thing about me, is there's always a reason behind something, whether like it's something that I post, whether it's something that I talk about, anything that I do, I always question it or deepen it, and I never just do anything without kind of thinking. There's always more to everything. There's always a meaning to everything. So if you're like that, then please let me know. Please reassure me that I'm not the only one that's like that. But yeah, I will say that is something that I kind of weighs heavy on me a lot, is just the pressure, the anxiety, the stress, all of it. Like, I don't need to be stressed. Like, girl, stop stressing. Why are you stressing? I'm not stressing. Why are you stressing? With that being said, of like stressing and all of this, I hope this lighting's okay, by the way. Kind of am looking a little bit bright, but I needed to have lights on me because it's getting dark outside. What time is it? It's 6:15 and it's already getting darker. Like, it's not dark, I can still see blue sky, but it's definitely getting darker, which I'm not here for. Give me the lighter evenings. Although I've kind of got myself in the mood to go and do autumn shopping now. Maybe I'll do that soon. Maybe I will bring you guys along with me, because there's some decorating I want to do in this flat anyway, so maybe we can make that a whole project to do together. It feels like there's more anxiety around my life than usual at the moment anyway, because something big that I did last week that I'm currently kind of waiting to happen is I handed in my notice at Tesco, which, if you know me, is huge. I've been there for 3.5 years, and I don't know how many people know that I also have a part-time job alongside, and it just feels massive because this is what I want to pursue, and my business, my PT, content creation, all of that, like, I love that world, so it kind of gives me the headspace and the extra time in the week to focus on it. I actually currently only do 1 day a week at Tesco, obviously used to be more, but I have slowly kind of over the past few years just like brought it down until I don't need it anymore, which it's just crazy to say, and I'm so grateful, and I can't believe I'm in this position to be able to do that. I think that's probably where a bit of the anxiety comes from, just because that's pretty scary. Like, being now technically full-time self-employed is pretty fucking scary, and I just kind of feel like I'm winging it a little bit, which I guess as I'm growing up I feel like that's just what everyone does. Like, I'm just noticing that every adult that I know is also just winging it. Like, nobody really knows what they're doing. You just make yourself look like you've got your shit together and try and be as successful as you can. And I feel like it works for a lot of people, so why won't it work out for me? But yeah, that is kind of where a lot of the anxiety is coming from. And I think I'm a pretty easygoing person in terms of, like, life happens, and I think I'd say I don't often like feel anxious, but I think everything's kind of heightened at the moment because of like life changes and like decisions, and also this, just like social media, the whole world. Sometimes if you consume too much, like I said, it can just kind of get in your head a little bit. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit, because if you are also in the same position or a similar position, or just feeling anxious in general, then just want you to know that you're not alone, and that it's very normal to feel anxious or feel unsure, but that doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. And I think that's something that we probably all need to remember, that anxiety or nerves or anticipation doesn't mean that you're doing the wrong thing. It maybe just means that it's new or it's different, but it doesn't mean you're not made for it or you're not ready for it or all of that good stuff. I feel like it's so important just to remember that and not let it be a direct reflection of you and your capabilities, because girl, if I can do it, you can most certainly do it. And by it, I mean anything that you want to achieve. Just let's work damn hard and get to where we want to be. But something else that I would also love to hear from you guys is what kind of YouTube you either like to watch or what you would want to see from me personally, because I think, like, I have loads of ideas, but it's knowing whether you guys actually want to see it or what you guys kind of like to watch mainly, because I'm always just intrigued. I swear I've honestly got this base routine nailed. It doesn't really take me that long to do my base routine anymore. I used to sit for ages to do a base routine and I'm literally just flying through it. Look at that palette. Isn't she gorge? I think James is just about to get home. Hello?
Hello, my sweetheart.
Hi. Well, maybe I'll use the mirror that's in here.
Yeah, good, thanks. What about you? This looks like a workspace. Well,
and by that you mean...
busy.
Is anyone else just now in the mood for Christmas as well? I know it's literally a swear word, it's September, but when I get into the autumn winter mood, I feel like I'm not a Halloween girl. Like I said, I don't really decorate for autumn. Christmas is the only thing I really decorate for, but Halloween, like, is not really a bit of me at all. So I feel like the next best thing is Christmas. I don't know about you guys, but I know that you're probably going to hate me for being excited for Christmas already, and it's literally September. Although we are currently planning our engagement party, which is next month, and I'm very excited for that. We've got a lot of people coming and there's a lot more little things to think about than I thought there was going to be, but I'm very excited. Currently in the process of trying to find a dress because that's really hard, and I'm not really one to order like look from loads of different places, but I've had to do that so I can return a few things because I need a nice dress, and then I'm going to try and get it off Vinted in the end if it's on there, whichever dress I decide on. But I might need your help for deciding a dress in the future, but I need to decide one fairly quickly, to be fair. The eyes are done. I went for quite like a smoky eye with a little wing, and I'm going to put some lashes on. The lashes, I used to wear these lashes all the freaking time, but the lashes I wear now are literally at least half the size, and they're like a quarter lash. So I think I'm gonna try these on again just for the fun, but I literally haven't seen myself in big lashes for so long, and there's no way I'm putting this whole lash on my face right now. So we're gonna cut her to at least halfway. We're just gonna do a little half lash, and then hopefully it won't be so big and so scary. But I do love putting a lash on. I'm definitely a no mascara gal, and I'm either no mascara or lash. Today we're going lash because I want something on my eyes. I also always stick my lashes like under my lash band, not on top, because I feel like it looks so much better. I feel like you can never then see the lash band, which I personally don't like. So I always love that. But saying that, I don't think I've done that with this size of a lash, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do lips while I wait for my lashes to dry. Okay, liner is on. Like a little bit of an overline. They're looking a bit crusty dusty just because I obviously need to put some gloss on. Now we're going to attempt to do the lashes. I don't really know where to sit my mirror. I have to look down to do this. Don't laugh at me if they're really dramatic, will you? I love... Oh, fuck you. Honestly, the rage lashes give me when they come off is just next to nothing. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Yay. What? Why have I been avoiding these? Why have I been avoiding these? I love them. Okay, the trick, I have to just kind of like let them sit a little bit before I can properly stick them down because the glue is still too wet. I literally love it. Yay! Oh my god, I haven't done any setting spray. What the hell? Guys, look how gorgeous these lashes are. Wow. I need to wear these more often. Last sip before it turns to literal water. I've been talking for so long in this whole video. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do is some lip gloss. It's a little bit of a pinky makeup look, which I love because of the pink that I'm wearing. I feel like the lips look a touch dark, but we're getting into the autumn months, which means we can afford to have some darker lip combos, you know? I believe that is the makeup all done. Have I missed anything out? I don't think so. Sometimes when I'm talking, I just kind of forget to do things with my makeup, but I believe that is everything. So I think I'm going to end the video here. Kind of a bit of a messy video and just kind of like FaceTime chat vibes. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Maybe I'll make a little series of videos on YouTube called like FaceTime Chats or something like that, because that could be quite fun. And then we can just talk about anything, life updates, anything that's going on, maybe doing some makeup, that sort of thing. Maybe that could be fun. I feel like we covered some like heavy topics in this video. Like I said, I'm not really a surface level person. I'm quite a deep person. I feel things deeply. I like talking about deep things, and whether that's like my favourite thing to do ever is like talk about people's dreams or like aspirations or things that have happened to them. I just love those sorts of chats rather than just like the small talk. So I feel like that's what we're going to have a lot of if I start this series. But thanks for joining me to do my makeup. Maybe you did your makeup too, and if you did, please let me know, and I want to see it because I want to see what kind of baddie you look like. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, for joining me here on YouTube. I'm really happy that you're here, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!